All right, going to go into two quick subjects here: paradigm shifts and drama. Paradigm shifts is something that as you walk the mystic path, you are going to experience. Big ones, however, not as often, and little ones. So what basically is a paradigm shift? Well, your paradigm is what you perceive to be real, okay? So for the average person, if they were somewhere alone and all of a sudden an apparition materialized in front of them in full radiance and light that they could actually see with their eyes, they'd freak out, most likely. And of course, you know, after that experience, excuse me, there would be, they would either go into deep denial and completely blank it out of their mind, or there would be a serious paradigm shift, because that would totally go against what they believe to be excuse me, reality. So, you know, another example would be someone who's abducted by aliens. You know, it's going to be a massive paradigm shift. And for a person who's not ready for these things, it can be very traumatic. Then you have little ones, like just having a realization all of a sudden. One of the first for me was, you know, that reincarnation was it. So, and then another bigger one, which is really good, is when you eventually get to where you move into the higher consciousness. The first time you see God, you feel that incredible magic bliss, and you know who you are instantaneously. Everything that you thought you knew goes right out the window. And there you are, face to face with that which is called God. You know who you are, you know what He is. So this is something that you will deal with on various levels. And so that's basically it. It's a good idea to be aware of this, so that when something happens, especially if it's a big one, you can kind of chill. You go, oh, paradigm shift. Got it. Okay. Universe is giving it to you. It's good stuff. One of the things I teach in my class is I know how to take someone to another dimension and meet beings who impart spiritual teachings. This works every time. And once the person comes back into his own body consciously, he has had a paradigm shift and becomes a shaman. By definition, a shaman is one who has glimpsed the other side and has brought back wisdom which he can impart on others. So the drama thing, it's pretty common. People love to complain. They love to blame other people in their outer experiences for their unhappiness. This is the nature of the ego, which again is totally self-destructive, and forgive my French, but it's totally fucked up. It's a beast. And it's so deceptive. I mean, it's convinced everyone that it's them and that it can fix everything, when the opposite is true. So, you hear people all the time talking behind each other's backs, talking about how this person or that person is messing up their life. These people have no power, and they are to be pitied. What you want to do is to take responsibility for your life, for the mess you've made, to educate yourself, to be exceptional in every way that matters. And you can't, not only can, you will. You will do all these things and much greater. This I know. So, when ego starts to bitch, say to it, look, I've had enough of your bullshit, and I'm not buying this. It's an illusion. It's not real. I create my happiness by moving into the moment, by connecting with the divine, by being one with the universe. So, there's really not a whole lot to be said. As you're practicing, you'll see this more and more, and it's about judging what you don't want to do, and you're going to have to work on it, because you got to learn to shut this thing up. So there you go, a little bit on paradigm shifts and the bullshit. When someone starts, here's another little tidbit. What I do, when someone starts talking, behind another person's back, I just don't say anything. I don't participate in that. I don't participate in drama at all. If I meet a person who is into drama, and they do it around me, I just don't hang out with them. I mean, I'm not into that. So it's just not fun. Love is fun. Peace is fun. And if they ask you, which will happen on occasion, they'll be talking about, say, a fellow coworker or whatever, and they'll look over at you and say, "Don't you think this guy is a retard?" I say something like, I don't allow other people to determine how I feel inside. I practice loving everyone unconditionally. Something along those lines. That's what I'll tell them. And I might even say, the fact that you are talking about this person is a wasted attempt to try to validate yourself, because you don't love yourself. By demeaning this other person and trying to make him look bad, you're trying to present this image of you being better than you really think you are. So I've laid it on the line like that for people when they've put that bullshit in my face. Or you can use that when they try to start putting you down. You say that to them, I guarantee you they'll shut right up. Because you just told it like it is. It's their insecurity. When people put you down, and they call you names, and they try to make you look bad, it's just they're trying to make themselves look better. And that is something that we can have compassion towards and understand. However, when people do that to me, that's what I tell them, and very firmly. Not meanly or angrily, but very firmly, so they know I know, and they quit that shit. So there you go. I think I gave you some pretty good stuff there. Have a wonderful day filled with magic, and don't forget the miracle.